Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a bit of a different video. I'm going to my friend's house. You guys might know him as Reptile Cribs UK, Lewis. So he's invited me around for a bit of a private tour of his collection. So I can't wait to see what he's got in store and get to check out all of his animals and bring you along for the ride as well, guys. So let's get stuck in. Right guys, so I've arrived at Lewis's place. For those who don't know, he runs Reptile Cribs UK over on YouTube. I'll put a little link in this little box here for you. So make sure you go over and give him a subscribe and a watch. So today we're just basically going to go through his animals, have a look at them all, go through them basically one to one. There's a couple of animals that are in deep blue, so we're not going to mess with those. And a couple of inverts that we're not going to mess with either. There is a centipede, so that is not coming out. But we'll bring you guys for the ride, so stay tuned. Right, guys, so here is Lewis.
Hi, guys, how you doing?
So as I say, we're going to go through some of his animals. Some of these are fantastic enclosures. We're going to pull some animals out. Lewis is going to film it for me, and he's going to talk over behind the camera, and he's going to tell you bits about the animals, species, sizes, sexes, and stuff like that. And you'll just get some nice B-roll footage of me holding the animals. Right guys, so here we have Wallace, the boa imperator, or boa imperator, depending on how you'd like to pronounce it. I'd probably say I'm wrong. So Lewis, what can you tell me about this one? What's his story?
So Wallace is my boa, I say imperator, but again, I don't think it really matters. I think he's about 5 foot, is my male, absolutely love him. He was given to our local pet shop as a surrender, so we decided it was going to take him on. And we noticed how he was very small for a boa imperator. Usually these guys at this age would be around about 7 foot potentially, and a lot thicker. So we did a scale count on him, referencing off Vinvasu's complete boa.
Okay, yeah.
And he matched up to a Corn Island locality, pretty much nearly there. So you do basically the ventral, the subscaudal scales, and the dorsal count.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
The saddle count.
Yeah.
So yeah, it pretty much nearly matched up to that fully. But obviously, he's not fully there. So we don't think he is a complete Corn Island locality.
Bit of a cross going in.
Yeah. But he's definitely got dwarf in him.
Definitely.
He was also stunted. So I found out that the original owner was only feeding him a small mouse a month,
right.
Which obviously isn't a good diet for a young boa. But yeah, he's absolutely phenomenal. He's got a great temperament. He's very tolerable to handle him. He's never struck at me.
He's got absolutely beautiful colorations and markings, hasn't he? Absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
So cool thing with this one, guys, as well as I've seen on Lewis's channel, I've seen pictures on his Instagram, he actually changes different shades. So at one moment, it'll be nice and light and blushing pink, and then other moments, like he is now, is really dark. So go over to the channel, go over to the Instagram, and I'm sure you'll be able to find that picture. You wouldn't even believe it's the same snake. So that's something I've not seen boas, or in boas myself. I've read about it, but not witnessed it. So it was an absolute pleasure to see this one go through that change.
Yeah, that's a good point, that, yeah. I completely forgot about that, to be honest. But yeah, it's like a power up, power down sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to watch, and it almost happens in a day.
So is he lighter in the day, darker at night?
Yeah, well, it seems to be a bit of both. But he does the change in a day.
Okay.
Sort of thing. But yeah, it was mega. Right. Obviously, Nath is a lover of boas anyway. He's got numerous himself, so he appreciates a good boa.
Yes.
Which I know he'll appreciate the next one.
Yeah. Excellent. Right, we'll pop him back, guys, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah. Right, so this is my other boa. It's called William, so I've got a William Wallace. If you just want to just go to the posters quick.
Nice,
so, yeah,
big canvases.
William Wallace. Two boas.
Absolutely stunning photos.
So this, guys, is the Acrantophis madagascariensis. And Acrantophis basically means lazy snake in Greek. Because these guys are pretty lazy. This is the largest snake on the island of Madagascar when it's fully grown. They have been known to grow up to 10 feet in length. And even take down lemurs as part of the diet.
Wow.
Which I've never seen, but that's what I've read.
That'd be cool.
Also, people get these mixed up for the Acrantophis dumarelli.
Yes.
Which they are not the same. They are in the same genus, Acrantophis, but they are different species.
Yeah, a lot of people, like you say, they have similarities in the way they look. Although saying that, if you see this in person, it's absolutely stunning. Look at those eyes. I don't know how well the camera will pick those up. What an absolute beauty. So how old is this one in particular?
So it is a captive bred 23, so he'll be 3 years old in October.
3 years.
Obviously, he's still small. So in boas, guys, most boas, the male's usually a little bit smaller than the female. So that's a good sign that he's not going to be as big as a big 10-foot female.
That'd be very impressive.
I am hoping for maybe a 7-8 foot boa. That would be pretty cool. Seems to be slow growers as well.
Very cryptic patterning, which I can imagine blends in so well.
Yeah, like leaf litter and stuff
absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
almost very similar cryptic to like what you'd find on like a Burmese almost. You know, with the cryptic.
Yeah. And I've seen others that are like darker and lighter, so there was a bit of a colour difference on them as well.
Okay, yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool. I've got a friend that's got one, and it's a lot darker than mine.
Yeah, I think I like this lighter one, to be fair. His colour just pops really nice.
Yeah. So people obviously always think boa, they always think boa constrictor or boa imperata from South America up to North America. But obviously you have got your old world boas, i.e. the ground boas, the Dumerels, what Nave's got, the Zanzinias. So yeah, there's plenty like the Candorii. So there's plenty of old world boas that are very interesting to get into. I'm going to let Nave hold him because I know he's desperate for food.
I'm itching behind the camera, yeah. Right, swap that. So something cool about this one as well, guys. This was the first one of these species I've actually ever seen or held in person. And when Lewis brought this snake, he was actually that excited, and I was super excited. I didn't even know he was buying the snake. He actually came into where I worked with this guy in a was it a snake bag or a pillowcase?
I did, yeah.
And he was like, have a look in there. And I don't know if it was just the excitement or what, but I didn't hesitate one bit. And I can still remember seeing those beautiful eyes just staring up. But absolutely underrated species. You do not see many of these around, and it's such a shame. There is a few people working with these in the UK, but just not many. And honestly, they are absolutely stunning. Slow growing species, absolutely beautiful body shape. You know, they're not absolute monsters either. So there's something just a bit different. If you want a boa, but you don't want an imperata or imperator, these are a great option if you can find one, that is. Like I say, you do not come across these very often. So hopefully more people will find the love for these, work with them a bit more, and hopefully we'll start seeing more of these pop up in the UK market, because I just think they're absolutely amazing.
You can see the passion in your face when you're holding it.
So guys, here we have the red-eyed croc skink. Lewis will give you the Latin because I'll absolutely butcher it, and then he'll tell you a bit about it.
So it's a Triblinotus gracilis, which means, Triblinotus literally means rough scales. I don't know, I can't remember what gracilis means, that's why for that one. These guys are endemic to New Guinea and Papua New Guinea. So that basically means you won't find them anywhere else in the world. This specimen is our only wild caught one. Which we kind of regret, but it's long-term captive now. We've had him for about a year and a half, I think. Around about that long. It's a male. We've called him Cada. They're a beautiful lizard. It's a good alternative to like other common lizards, like bearders and whatnot. This is probably fully grown. It won't get much bigger than this. Care is fairly easy to do. I'll probably end up doing a video on that at some point. But yeah, look at that little beautiful. Obviously, you can see why it's called a red-eyed crocodile skink. It's got the red ring around its eyes, or orangey.
So these do have another species in the same family. Is it the muddy eye?
Yes.
Muddy eye.
And
so
then there's also the white eye as well.
Oh, there's a white-eyed one.
Yeah, I think it possibly could be the same species.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they don't have the big, bright red, orangey
no
rings. So I was getting low to the floor, guys, just in case he decides to do me over and run.
And if you look at the scales, they keel back like a crocodilian.
Yeah, super. Yeah, they're super cool. Even down his legs, all his legs are super rigid and spiky. And
but this is our only lizard, guys. We don't have any other lizard.
Yet.
Let's see what the future brings.
Yeah, super cool.
But I remember telling Nath a few years back, I wanted one of these. And then my wife decided that she really wanted one, so we made it happen. Minimum requirement, which is a 60 long, 45 high, 45 deep. I have put a waterfall in there and a custom background. I think that's pretty much how people go for them.
So, as far as I'm aware, in the wild, they're very secretive, aren't they? They're
Yes.
very, very secretive lizards.
So they're not the most social, tolerable handling animals. They do prefer to be left alone, sort of thing. But ours seems to be quite tolerable now. It was a bit barky when we first got it. It used to bark at us because they can do that.
Yeah, I think there's not many species of lizards that can actually make verbal noise. So
Yeah.
I know geckos can, or some species can, and obviously these guys can. So that's super cool, putting them on that list of...
You can see the scales there, look. Keelback scales. It's pretty cool. Looks like a razor blade.
They are proper hooked as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are very pronounced. Yeah, super cool. First time handling one of these, so that's a nice little honour as well. That's the beautiful thing of when you get to talk to people and go to other people's collections. You get to handle and see other animals that you don't personally have, or you just don't see in your local shop. So that's always a good thing out there.
I do enjoy watching native animals because you can see the passion in it for you. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Put me on the spot. So cool, man.
Yeah, so the Latin name, guys, is Triplanotis gracilis. I'm sure Nath will probably put the name on the screen or something for you.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're interested in it.
Definitely. Another really cool animal in your collection, mate.
Yeah.
Crazy I was just sat watching. Taking it in.
Yeah, it's probably chill, is it? But as soon as you put it back in its enclosure, it'll go poof.
Disappear,
yeah.
Won't keep it up too long and stress it, guys, but there you go. At the end of this video, by the way, guys, I will ask you what your favourite animal is out of Lewis's collection in the comments. So make sure you go ahead and let me know which animal of Lewis's you prefer. There's still some more cool animals coming, so stay tuned to the end.
There you go. Yeah, awesome.
Right, guys, so we have an amphibian. So this is the white tree frog, although you'll probably notice something a little bit different about this one. This one is the white-eyed?
Yeah, no, blue-eyed.
Blue-eyed. So this is a blue-eyed white tree frog, which is a genetic trait, is it?
Yeah, it's a morph, yeah.
It's a genetic morph. So, hey! Did you see that on camera?
I don't know.
It just shot poo. So
it does do
cool.
that. Yeah.
We'll have to find that and give that a clean. There we go. So, Lewis, tell us a little bit about these frogs. I noticed you do actually have two.
Yes, we've got a pair. We think the natural pair is in male and female. These are my wife's frogs, because she's always wanted these. These are dumpy frogs, white tree frogs. The Latin name was formerly Litoria cerulea, but the taxonomy classification has changed, and they are now known as Ranodea cerulea. That's what the scientists have decided it needs to be under. So that's what they've got. These guys do grow fairly big. They feed quite frequently, and they need a fairly big tank. So this is minimum size tank. But obviously, if they do get to big size, I probably will have to upgrade them to some bigger enclosures.
That's a nice cage, that isn't it?
There we go.
Plants all bioactive.
Bioactive enclosures, isopods in there, 2 frogs, springtails, live plants, 2 water dishes, one under that leaf there. They get misted down twice a day, and they get fed 3 times a week. Right. When they was younger, they was getting fed every night to grow them up. Sort of thing, but there we go. Yeah, pretty cool amphibian. If you're interested in amphibians, they're easy to care for. They don't require a lot of hot temps. But yeah, awesome species.
So these guys come native from, did you say Australia?
I think they're in Australia. They're in Australia, and I think they also go up to the New Guinea Islands as well. So Indonesia, that's not Indonesia, is it? No.
Is it south?
It's north in it, right up north.
Yeah, is that south of?
Let's not go geography.
I don't know. Is New Guinea south of Asia?
I think so.
Google map.
Yeah. Well, don't put a pin in that one. Don't.
Yeah, don't ask us on that one. I'm normally pretty good, but New Guinea's one of them islands where I always forget. So with these amphibians, guys, always wear gloves when you're handling them because they can absorb all your skin toxins or any chemicals you've got on your hands through the skin, and obviously can damage the animals, so it can burn the animals, it can cause reactions and things like that. So you don't want to pass anything that you've handled onto the frogs. Wear your gloves, even if you've washed your hands, guys, the soap can irritate them. So just always be super careful when you're handling any amphibians. Just give them that little bit of respect and put some gloves on.
Absolutely.
Well, there we go.
So like I said, there is 2.
So what's the names? You got names?
So yes, Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde.
That's assuming we have got a male and a female. We've got them as a pair, but as far as I'm aware, I don't know, I'm not super educated on these, but as far as I'm aware, you can't tell the sex until they're older, more mature. And I don't know the difference. My wife does. These are my wife's frogs.
Yeah, so these are more specialised.
Yeah, this is their thing, yeah.
With. Yeah, no, I can appreciate that, mate. I can absolutely appreciate that.
There you go.
Go on then, mate.
Whee. There we go.
Yeah, look at that. Oh.
So she's a Mexican black king snake, scientifically known as Lampropeltis getula nigrita. So she's a subspecies to the common king snake, Lampropeltis getula. She is known to have a resistance to viper venom because they practice ophiophagous. That means they eat other snakes. Any snake with the name king in it usually does eat other snakes. She's about 3.5 foot. She's in deep blue, so we're not going to pull her out. But yeah, that was mine and Holly's first snake.
So Lewis has just done a really good video on his channel on breaking down subspecies and things like that. So if you guys are interested in learning about subspecies and species, go over, give that a watch. He breaks it down really easy. It's super easy to follow along. As you can see, guys, by your eyes, they are very cloudy, hence where they get the name going in blue. So we won't disturb her too much. So it's short and sweet with Kelly, the king snake.
People call these the poor man's indigo snake, by the way, which we get comment a lot.
Poor man's indigo.
But they are really worth it. They're not an expensive snake, and they are absolutely stunning. If people are interested in something a bit different to, you know, your conventional royal or corn snake, I'd go down the route of a king snake.
Right, guys, so this is Boiga melanota, the mangrove snake. These are absolutely amazing. So these are rare-fanged colubrid, and I do believe they are spotted over most of Asia. Am I right?
Yeah, they
most
are,
of Asia in the mangroves. Very, very stunning pattern. So as you can see, there is like glossy blacks with bright yellow banding and really nice yellow cheeks. Hopefully it won't bite me, but with it being a baby, with it being a youngster, it might. But obviously, when you are handling these snakes, guys, just be prepared and treat them with respect. So this was actually bred by Lewis's friend. So these are UK captives, which are absolutely amazing.
There you go.
Anything you want to add on this one, Lewis?
Yeah, sure. So this little boy, it's a male. It's called Bumble. That's what we named him. Like Nave said, it's a Boiga melanota. I think it's the heaviest body of all the Boiga family. They can grow to about 8 feet in length. Arboreal colubrid, rare fang venomous. And yes, it was bred by my friend Lisa up in Scotland, cold-blooded outcast. I'm sure Nave will drop in a logo for Lisa.
Yeah, 100%.
Awesome species to keep. Again, it takes you to your next level if you want to handle venomous stuff in the future. These guys won't hesitate to have a pop at you. They get a little bit defensive. Like, it's focusing on the camera right now, so it might strike at the camera.
So people do get these mixed up, and I'm on for it, with the Boiga dendrophilia,
yes,
or dendrophilia, as they look very similar. But as you said, I think melanota gets bigger, and you know, obviously, there's coloration differences. So is it with the melanota, the yellow stays pretty level?
Yeah.
On the cheeks.
So on melanotas, the jawline stays all perfectly yellow, like a perfect straight. I'm gonna try and get. So if you look at the jawline, it's like perfect. It's just yellow. On the dendrophila, the yellow scalation can go above its jawline, and the bands tend to be complete. These are half complete.
There you go.
And like Nate just said, the melanotas do get a little bit thicker and bigger. These was once known as Boiga dendrophila melanota, so there was a subspecies, but they have been reclassified, and now they have full species status, so they are actually just Boiga melanota now.
Which is super cool.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's super active. Very visual, like all Boigas. Use a lot of that visual. Long, big tongue flickers picking every single thing up in the room.
Yeah.
And this is going to be an absolute beauty when you get some more size to it. But it's super calm. Super calm.
There we go. Right, now, if you're ready to move on to the final snake.
Yes.
My personal favourite.
Yes, let's do it. So, last but no means least, the yellowtail cribo. As I know this is Lewis's absolute favourite species in the room at the moment. I can see why. Absolutely beautiful. So we actually see the snake for the first time in a shop we travelled to together. And I don't think we was both aware at that moment in time that he was actually going to be buying it. Was it like 4 weeks down the line, 3 weeks down the line? Very shortly after.
It was, yeah.
He rang the shop. It was still in stock. And the rest is history. But what an absolute stunning example of a yellowtail cribo. So Lewis will tell you a bit more about it, because I do believe it's a locality.
Yes.
Set locality. And he'll also tell you the binomial name, because I will say it incorrect. So Lewis, take over with it, mate.
So this is my cupcake, that's the name. And if we ever do buy a male, it's going to be called Crunchy, just to stamp that down. We believe that she is, I'm going to try and capture her, but she moves so quick it's difficult to, so just bear with me, guys. We believe that she's a Guyana locality. That's what I was told by the breeder. She's got a very high, vibrant yellow head in comparison to some other yellowtails. Oh, looks that look. And then she's got a really vibrant tail.
Ridiculous.
Now, the Latin name is Drymarchon corius. And these are known to be the largest of the Drymarchon and one of the most intelligent snakes there is, behind a few others. But these guys are active hunters, so they don't constrict like your conventional boas, pythons and king snakes and whatnot. These guys will actually grab the prey, thrash it, and then swallow it whole. They've got more powerful jaws, but they have a different jaw anatomy to constrictors. They can't open the mouth as wide. They haven't got as stretchy jaws, so to speak. But they have a harder bite, as far as I'm aware. These guys can go to 10 feet in length, and like I say, they're just intelligent snakes. I did do a video of me putting a dog puzzle in the enclosure with pinkies in it, and it managed to figure it out.
That's
So,
cool,
so yeah, I was impressed with that.
My favourite video on this on your channel at the moment is the platter.
Oh yeah, the
platter
platter
video. So that one is ace. That was my my favourite so far on this. I can't believe how quick and how big this snake is growing.
Yeah.
It is absolutely...
They grow like weeds.
Phenomenal.
So something else to add, guys. Colubrids in general have faster metabolisms than your likes of your boas and your pythons. So what we do with this girl, because she has smaller food, she gets fed multiple times rather than one big meal like every few weeks. So she could have like a small mouse and then a small quail, and that will do her for the week. But yeah, they grow like weeds. Beautiful snakes. My absolute favourite. She stole my heart. I've fallen in love with the snake. But yeah, I'm not going to go on about it too much because I'll start crying.
Yeah. So this is the last handling that we'll be doing today of Lewis's animals. So there'll be a little outro of some inverts. We'll get some shots of some inverts, but we won't be handling those. Especially not the centipede. I know that's your favourite, isn't it? So, as I said in the middle of the video, guys, now you've seen all of Lewis's reptiles, amphibians. You'll see his inverts, if you prefer to pick an invert. Let us know in the comments below who your favourite one is. So, that'll be interesting, because obviously everyone's got their own preferences. Or if any of you have got any of these species that Lewis has got, or you keep these animals, let us know that as well, because it'll be interesting to see what people are keeping out there. There we go. What an absolute beaut.
There we go. To be honest, the camera, I don't know if the camera's picking up the vibrancy of the tail.
It can be hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is very difficult. It's the only thing with some cameras. Some look better on the actual screen, you know, once you've got them uploaded.
Yeah, it could do, yeah. But to be fair, I've got some footage and thought, oh, it doesn't look as vibrant today. I think it is depending on lighting as well, big factor of it. But...
yeah. Like you say, I bet these always look better outside in natural light anyway, but even under LEDs, I mean, she's absolutely gorgeous, mate.
There you
Absolutely gorgeous.
Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful, where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder.
Right guys, so that's going to do it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. It was an absolute blast to catch up with Lewis and to see his collection. Absolutely amazing collection. If you haven't already, please drop a like, comment and a subscribe. And if you could also go over to Lewis's channel, Reptile Cribs UK, and also give him some love. Drop a subscription if you haven't already. It costs nothing. It just helps grow both of our communities. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, these are cool, man.
I've got to admit, Nave, just by holding that frog, your t-shirt looks very sick.
Oh, I thought you were going to say there was a resemblance between me and a frog.
No, they've definitely got stronger knees.
Yeah.